The first game in the Mother franchise was originally released on July 27, 1989, on the Famicom with the game simply titled Mother, or in later releases, EarthBound Beginnings. Coming from the mind of Japanese novelist Shigesato Itoi, these games are JRPGs that are set in a more contemporary setting than most games of their era, playing around with classic Americana. The atmosphere and charm of these games are off the charts, and Itoi's position as an outsider of the video game industry allows these games to have a more inventive take on many classic RPG tropes and mechanics. Unlike most others we'll cover on this channel, the story of Mother is limited to 3 titles: EarthBound Beginnings, EarthBound, and Mother 3. Each of these games follows a different protagonist: Nintendo, NES, and Lucas. The stories of these 3 games are all very different, but tie together beautifully. If you're a fan of Japanese RPGs, each of these games is a must-play. The name of the franchise has 2 meanings. First of all, there are heavy themes of protecting Mother Earth. In multiple games, the major threat is extraterrestrial in nature, and this Earth-centric cosmic storyline is referenced in the title. But also the series is very much about mothers. Without going into too much detail, the relationship between parents and their children, and not just the protagonists, is a very important part of the story of each game. It's notable that, outside of a few key characters, almost every playable character is a child, who've been raised very differently. Personally, Mother is a series that I didn't even really know what it was growing up. Yes, I'd seen Ness and Lucas in Smash, and picked up they were somewhat linked to Mr. Saturn's and that creepy kid from the zoo, but that was the limits of my knowledge until about 3 years ago, when I decided to pick up the series and was immediately charmed, even despite the lackluster opening segments shared by 2 of these 3 games. But the further I got in, the more I learned to love this series, and really understood why EarthBound is commonly listed among the best RPGs of all time. These games do have heavy themes and emotional elements, and I really urge all of you to pick up these titles yourself before listening to me discuss them. But I'll do my best to make the videos approachable even if you don't feel like playing them. So join me tomorrow, fittingly enough Mother's Day here in the US, and no, I did not plan on that, as I break into the first game of the franchise, EarthBound Beginnings. Until then.